You know, it's very easy to be nice to the world because you see them for an hour in a day. Very difficult to be nice to your own people in the house who wake up and sleep with you. शुरुआत मेरे दिन की मेरी योगा से होती है. You allow yourself to do the bad things because then I realize you never continue to do a bad thing automatically. There are many things that happened yesterday which I don't want to start my today with. Sleep is sometimes more important than anything else. He says getting the 2 hours extra sleep is better than doing the 2 hours of yoga. I'm very good at doing cat naps. I was expressing that thought once to Sush and she said, darling, you should be proud of it. Why would you want to change it? It's the tattoo of motherhood.
Hey everybody, welcome to the show, Nawaz Talkies. Today we have a super special guest with us, veteran actor Madhoo. So, welcome to the show, Madhoo.
Thank you so much, Nawaz, for having me here. I love anything and everything that has got talkies in it.
Ah, wow. Madhoo, tell us a little bit about your childhood. आपका बचपना कैसा था? Family structure कैसी थी?
I had the most happy, playful childhood for many years. My father, mother and my brother and I. And my life was my home, my building friends and my cousin's home. That is Hema's house. And Hema's house had all my other cousins as well. ये जो आज का जो culture है, friends के साथ बाहर जाना, ये सब बिल्कुल नहीं था. Holidays भी उनके साथ और सब घर में. And my mummy and papa took me to all the movies and all of that. Then my mum passed away when I was in standard 10, and then my college life started. Then I actually met friends and friends के साथ बाहर जाना, ये सब उसके बाद शुरू हुआ. And उसके बाद तुरंत ही मैं एक्टर बन गई. तो मेरे पापा बहुत मेरे साथ आ नहीं पाए. शुरू में आते थे, लेके जाते थे, छोड़ते थे. फिर मैं आउटडोर्स अपने आप करती थी साउथ में. तो मैंने सीखा बाहर अकेले कैसे रहना, अपने आप को कैसे संभालना. That explains that how I stay out of trouble. किसी को ट्रबल में मत गिराओ ताकि फिर आप भी खुद ट्रबल में नहीं आ जाओ. सबको स्कर्ट करते करते, like I learned to skirt the issues, never voice my opinion, never think, never give permission to think. जो है वो है, डिबेट में मत पड़ो. ऐसे करते करते मैं निकल आई. मेरी जब शादी हुई, जो मुझे मदर मिली, मदर इन लॉ मिली, she is more than a mother to me because even my mother cannot be so kind as my mother-in-law is. The day I got married, my mother-in-law said, she showed me some 2-3 apartments and she said, बेटा आप मेरे साथ नहीं रहोगे, आप बोलो आप ये घर में रहोगे कि वो घर में. मैंने कहा मैं वहाँ कहीं नहीं रहूँगी, मैं आपके पास रहूँगी. And I came into her house and chose to live as a joint family. And she said, दुनिया में, पूरी दुनिया में आप एक ही बहू ऐसी होगी जो अपनी सास के साथ रहना पसंद करती है जब सास बोल रही है कि बाहर जाके रहो.
Absolutely.
I said no, I want to live with you. And for 15 years there was nobody to ask me whether I've eaten my lunch or my meal, or my mother was all about giving me a glass of milk. I don't know, that was a South Indian obsession. milk. And I would fight her on that. And I missed that, you know, when she passed away, I said, no one asks me anymore that I've had my glass of milk or not. And no one asked me whether I'm home at this time or not. So when I got married and I would go out to parties, my mother-in-law would not sleep till I came home. तो मुझे पहली बार ये एहसास हुआ, अच्छा मदर्स अवेक रहती हैं जब तक बेटी घर नहीं आती.
Right.
That feeling, that is why I am still all about my family. और जब मैं मदर बनी, मैं लंच पे जाऊं या कहाँ भी जाऊं, मेरे बच्चे जब घर आते हैं मैं घर पे होती हूँ. That's something that I want to give my. When you come home, the first thing I hear my children saying, "Mama hai ghar pe?" I hear them asking, and I want to be home and say, "Yes, baby, I'm home."
Yeah.
So that's why I'm all about my family.
So, Madhoo, being in the industry is becoming increasingly difficult, demanding. With the crazy amount of competition that you guys face, how do you really end up managing your nutrition in order to meet your goals?
So, firstly, for me, being healthy and my well-being is something that is just me being alive. It's got nothing to do as me as an actor or in any other sense. It's just me. And I heard someone, I read somewhere that said, well-being has got 5 aspects to it. So one is the mental well-being, one is the mindset, the heart set, the body set, the soul set, and all of that. So I allot some time to each of these sets. So mindset, I get by reading the right books or listening to the right podcast. So I start my day with thinking well, letting yesterday go by. Then is my heart set. I want to show love and receive love. And I have my little Bowie, my pet, who wakes me up and, whatever may be the reason.
Bowie is
my little doggy.
dog.
So my doggy, my children, and maybe make that one phone call to a friend, who says I love you or I love you, and my partner, my spouse. So you have some kind of a loving exchange. So that is the way I take care of my heart set. And of course the body set is the yoga I start my day with, and whatever that entails, the physical set. And last but not the least is the soul set, which I say is prayer. So everything I do, but in the end, something has to be right, something has to fall set. So these things that I do for myself is on a daily basis. And of course the food, nutrition, all that comes under that. And after I do that is I'm now a career person. For many years in the middle, I wasn't even working. I was just a stay-home mom. Back in the 90s, maybe I don't know how I thought about it at that time. You had to wear all those clothes and dance, and it was all about the body, the size, the face. Now I feel as an actor, I'm an actor now, and how I appear is for myself, but the roles I play, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. You need to look good, you need to look healthy, but I don't have to fit in a certain mold. At least I don't feel the pressure.
Madhoo, आप regular exercise करते हो?
बिल्कुल. शुरुआत मेरे दिन की मेरी योगा से होती है. और योगा मेरे लिए एक्सरसाइज नहीं है, वो टाइम है मेरे लिए जब मेरा पूरा घर अभी तक सोया हुआ है. मैं सबसे पहले उठती हूँ और एकदम शांति में, इट्स लाइक मैं अपने आप से कनेक्ट करती हूँ, अपनी बॉडी से कनेक्ट करती हूँ, अपने माइंड से कनेक्ट करती हूँ, एंड दैट इज़ योगा फॉर मी. उसके बाद मैं वीकली जो वेट ट्रेनिंग में आजकल बहुत जोर देते हैं, बिकॉज एक एज के बाद हार्मोनल, मेनोपॉजल, उसमें कहते हैं दैट इट्स मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट टू हैव स्ट्रॉन्ग मसल्स. सो नाउ आई फोकस ऑन वेट ट्रेनिंग एंड आई नेवर लेट गो ऑफ कार्डियो. और कार्डियो मेरे लिए वो नहीं है कि थम्पिंग एकदम आउट ऑफ ब्रेथ. इट्स ऑल अबाउट वॉकिंग एंड डांसिंग. सो बेसिकली आई लिव इन माई बॉडी. और लोग कहते हैं कि बॉडी से ट्रांसेंड होने के बाद आप go deeper, that is spirituality. But my concept is कि most spiritual thing about me is my body. मेरी हर एक सेल, मेरी हर एक जो अपीयरेंस और फीलिंग, मेरे सेंसेशन जो मेरी बॉडी में है, वो मेरे लिए सबसे ज़्यादा स्पिरिचुअल है.
So you must be spending how much time every day in exercise? Between yoga, dancing, walking, weightlifting?
अगर आवर्स के हिसाब से या मिनट्स के हिसाब से देखो तो पता नहीं, लेकिन शुरुआत जब मैं अपने योगा मैट पे होती हूँ तो मिनिमम 1 आवर, और जब मैं ट्रेडमिल पे वॉक करने जाती हूँ तो इट इज़ एटलीस्ट 30 मिनट. और अगर मैं गार्डन में वॉक करने जाती हूँ शाम को, किसी दिन सोशली इफ आई एम फ्री या काम नहीं होता, तो आई वॉक फॉर 1 आवर. सो एंड वेट ट्रेनिंग अभी नया शुरू किया है, तो मैं हफ्ते में 1 बारी या 2 बारी मैनेज कर लेती हूँ.
So you really made fitness a way of life.
It's a way of life.
You integrated it. You're not counting the minutes. You're just generally moving.
So I don't know how many calories I'm burning. I don't know how many minutes I'm doing. योगा कभी मैं टाइम देखती हूँ तो 2 घंटे हो जाते हैं, कभी 40 मिनट्स में मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि आज बस.
कोई और healthy lifestyle habits जिसको आप follow करते हैं?
I don't drink too much. In fact, I would like to say I've given up alcohol completely.
Lovely. What about other lifestyle habits? Do you drink adequate water every day?
हाँ जी.
6 to 8 glasses minimum.
Yeah. और ये मुझे पता चलता है कि I've not had enough. I can feel the dryness at the back of my throat. So sometimes what happens is you think you're drinking a lot of water. ये होता है जब हम काउंट करने लगते हैं. According to me, 6, 8. तो हमें ऐसा लगता है, because I start my day with 2 bottles of water. तो 2 बॉटल ऑफ वाटर मतलब 4 ग्लासेस 5 ग्लासेस मेरे शुरू के दिन में हो जाते हैं.
Okay.
तो कभी कभी ऐसे लगता है कि पानी तो मैंने इनफ पी ली, बट इट्स नॉट अबाउट 6 ग्लासेस ऑफ वाटर, इट्स अबाउट हाउ मच योर बॉडी इज स्पेंडिंग वाटर. मैं डांस करती हूँ, मैं एक्सरसाइज करती हूँ, मैं सारा माई बॉडी स्वेट्स अ लॉट. आई स्वेट अ लॉट. तो 6 ग्लासेस इज नॉट इनफ, but I feel I've had enough water, but I know many times I have symptoms of dehydration.
Yeah.
So to be aware that your body is feeling dehydrated, it's not how many glasses, and sometimes you're not doing any activities, maybe you're okay with even 4 glasses of water in a whole day. Maybe your body is not exhibiting those symptoms of dehydration.
What about sleep? Do you get adequate at least 7-8 hours sleep every night?
Now that's a bummer for me. That's one thing that my husband and I have this, when I wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning to be on the mat, when I've slept at 3 in the morning, he says sleep is sometimes more important than exercising.
Than anything else.
Yeah, than anything else. He says getting the 2 hours extra sleep is better than doing the 2 hours of yoga. That's where I sometimes struggle. I like to wake up early, but I don't like to miss my late night function events and parties.
Right.
I like to go out in the night.
Yeah.
I like to watch my movies in the night. So it's like I burn my candle at both ends. Now that I've become aware of it, I'm very good at doing cat naps. तो एक बार मैं सुबह उठ लेती हूँ, अपना योगा कर लेती हूँ, लेकिन वो 10-20 minutes of I sleep and actually I revive myself.
Madhoo, what is your one weakness when it comes to fitness and nutrition that you would like to change?
I don't focus too much on nutritious food. Like I don't count my proteins and my carbohydrates or my minerals. I don't count anything in my life. So and I love dry snacking more than eating a proper thali of food, which I try to focus being in a Gujarati household. Going forward, reducing my intake of food has become the most important thing for me, because I feel overeating has become our culture. Because jisko bhi milte hain friends ko, when we meet friends or when we do it's always over food.
Right.
Lunch mein milte hain, coffee mein milte hain, snacks mein milte hain, dinner mein milte hain, and we are eating, you know. And to counter that, very often I eat very less, so that I eat before going for lunch, before meeting somebody for dinner, and I end up eating a lot of dry snacks, and I feel I'm not doing very justice to myself when nutrition department is there. So now I focus, and I said at least one meal I must sit and eat, you know, all categories or all foods. I must have all foods on my plate.
Right.
So very often I feel I'm not eating carbohydrates days on end, like in the sense I don't do rotis and chawal, which I think is not a very healthy way, because I do feel that everything is needed.
But you get so many healthier grains as well.
Yeah.
Like you can always switch up too.
Yeah. I'm that person, you know, food on the go kind of a person. Like I'll have a juice here, there, I'll have almonds in the car, I'll do all that thing, and when I'm actually reaching a place to eat, I'm so full that I won't eat. Then I miss that food time. Then again I'll have a handful of nuts, or I'll have yogurt. You know, I try to choose the right food, but I'm not sitting and eating a nice healthy meal.
That actually is really healthy, Madhoo, because they say every time you have a square meal, you have your 3 square meals, they're going to make you very round. So grazing, like an animal, you know, ghas charna idhar udhar, just a little grazing here and there is the way to go. So that's actually really good.
Validating my.
Absolutely,
I
that's
thought
not
it was
wrong.
a bad habit, but
No.
you are.
It's very important. It's very good when it comes to not getting, you know, your rotis, your chawal, etc. And there are very many healthy grains: jowar, bajra, nachni, quinoa is a grain. There's another one called jangora from North India.
Okay.
Also called barnyard millet in English. Fantastic grains, because all high protein and barely any starch, if at all.
You know, I'm somebody who doesn't like to do anything that is not natural. But having said that, I'm completely into protein shake, and in my mind I feel that 1 glass of protein shake and I've got my protein for the day or whatever. Now I can graze through the day or eat as I go. And then there are a lot of my friends who say, why are you doing this? You know, you must get the real protein by sitting and eating. Why are you doing this unnatural protein shake? So there's a controversy which I have not been able to wrap my head around it. I don't know whether I'm doing the right thing or not.
Are you a vegetarian?
Yes.
Okay. God has given you that natural substance already, fresh and off the rack. Why would you take something packaged and processed and you know, manufactured, etc.? So if you're a vegetarian, you know, quinoa, which I just mentioned right now, which is a grain, a seed really, it is fantastic because it gives you all 20 amino acids. So it is a complete protein. Yeah, quinoa. I eat it as a rice substitute. Instead of rice, it's always quinoa. Anything that I make out of rice will be made out of quinoa instead. Biryani, your pulao, your chawal, your fried rice, your anything.
Okay.
There are so many other sources of protein as well, whether it's oats, sprouts,
Yeah.
chana, beans, dals,
But is
milk
it
and milk
true? But
products.
they say you have to get around 40 to 50 grams of protein.
So your protein needs to be 1/3 of your consumption.
So if I'm eating so much of grains, quinoa or whatever, the quantity becomes a lot, and then I may not be
in
able
each
to manage.
tiny meal, you may choose this or that.
Okay.
Your nuts are great, that's protein.
Yeah.
Seeds are great, that's protein.
Yeah.
So it can still be a tiny little something,
Yeah.
but in this fashion.
Thank you.
So no,
Thanks
you.
a lot.
Anything in your fitness that you'd like to change?
No, I'm good with myself.
You're
because
good.
when I overdo it, when I try to follow some trend or
The
all
body
my friends,
falls apart.
Yeah, my friends are all, they've got this personal trainers and they go at this time and then they do this many kgs lifting and all that. It's never worked for me. I tried. The minute I have somebody telling me how much to lift, how long to lift, how many more repetitions, I end up with aches and pains or pulls. So I feel,
do it yourself,
I'm
your
all
body.
right the way I am.
Yeah, that's good. आप दो बच्चे की माँ हो. So how did pregnancy and childbirth impact your figure and your career?
I have to share something Sushmita said. She's a good friend of mine. Very soon after my baby, my second one, in fact after few years after my second one, when I wasn't able to get my stomach in order, I have, no matter how skinny I get or how whatever, there is a stomach pouch that I have, that's a C-section stomach, which has also stretch marks, and it's a loose flabby skin. Even now I do have it, and I was very embarrassed of that, and I wanted to do something, and we can do things, we can get rid of it surgically and correctly done and all of that. So I was expressing that thought once to Sush, and she said, "Darling, you should be proud of it. Why would you want to change it? It's the tattoo of motherhood."
Yeah.
The word she said, it's a tattoo of motherhood. Why would you ever want to cover it, flaunt it, show it if you have to? Not that I want to show my flabby, stretched skin or anything, but what she said to me, after that I just gave up that idea that I want to do. Whatever I do it naturally, I manage it, I take care of it, but I'm never ashamed of it. So it was a mindset shift.
So Madhoo, you have been quoted as saying, your mind, heart and soul should agree on choices, whether it's a cheat meal or healthy eating. So that is very wise. आप इसके बारे में कुछ कहना चाहेंगे?
Yeah, the whole problem, because I'm somebody as a child, I've always felt guilty conscience. मैं कुछ कर लूँगी. I'm a person of the heart, I've been told. I'm very impulsive. मैं कुछ कर लूँगी. And then I know in my conditioning or in my upbringing that doesn't sit well. Oh, and then I'll go on saying, oh, मुझे नहीं करना चाहिए था, मुझे नहीं करना चाहिए था. That self-recrimination that I undergo is torturous. I've tortured my best friends with it, and I've tortured myself, my sleep with it, growing up. I'm like, oh my God, I've done something that I've like sinned. So going forward, I have to tell myself, मैंने ऐसा क्या कर दिया? Like, did I murder somebody? Did I murder myself? Did I do something so sinful? Then I had to learn to be easy on myself.
Right.
So going forward, I decided, ऐसा कुछ करो ही नहीं, जो it robs me of my life for days, of my sleep, or my, if my conditioning, whether the conditioning is my upbringing, my South Indian upbringing, Orthodox upbringing, if I'm not able to shed that, then I'd better live in coherence with that. If I do something and then not able to love myself for what I've done, that's not making me healthy. So this is something that I had to learn over a lot of years, and I've fallen many times and then bring back myself back on course. So now I feel everything in life is a choice. Suppose, I'm sorry I'm not promoting any bad habit on your channel here, but suppose I'm talking about smoking. My mind tells me it's terrible for me to smoke. My body tells me it's extremely unhealthy. But my heart says that one drag of that cigarette may give me a joy. Then I ask my body and my mind to fall in line with that one bad habit that I'm about to do. Then my mind says, okay, I allow you to do this 2 puffs. My body says, yeah, I allow you to do 2 puffs. My heart says, okay, enjoy your 2 puffs. It's a bad thing. The whole world is saying smoking is injurious, it's bad, you get cancer, all of that. I know that. My body knows that. But I still desire to do that. I make sure that I fall in line with what I'm doing so that I don't go through that guilt pang.
Right.
So that goes for the bad food I choose to eat, the bad night I have, the bad sleeping habit, everything fall in line. Make a choice.
Right.
You allow yourself to do the bad things, because then I realize you never continue to do a bad thing automatically. Because even if it is a wrong thing you've allowed, you allow yourself. That means you fall in line with yourself.
Yeah, that's really nice and that's really important. Yeah. What does resilience mean to you, Madhoo? What does it look like to you? What place does that have in your life?
There is one theme that plays in my mind, that my aim in life, like my purpose in life is to be happy now. My aim in life is to live long and healthy. So if I plan whatever I have to do to live a long life, 80, 90, 100, if I plan to live that in a good way, in a healthy way, so it will all come back to the choices I'm making now. It's not just about living long, it's about living healthy. So if I have to live healthy and long, what are the things I have to do today? So my aim is to live long and healthy. That makes me resilient. That no matter what wrong happens to me in my life today, how much I'm hurt by events or people or my own mistakes, whatever happens, my aim is to live long and healthy. So I will do what I need to do to get past that today. My life doesn't, this is not my end. That's my resilience mantra.
That's wonderful. So from what I know, and my knowledge may be limited, so forgive me if I'm incorrect with this, but South Indians don't really age. They don't have a white hair on their head. What is this all about? What is the rest of the world missing?
I don't know. I don't know whether it's a South Indian thing or whether it's my father thing, or I don't know.
They don't have a white hair on their head.
But I don't have a white hair.
You don't?
I don't.
There you go.
I just have one which I just covered right now before coming here with the mascara, but which I didn't have to, but I did see a
What
silver.
secrets are you guys sitting on? Is it in the coconut oil? Is it in the what?
I really don't know. Because coconut and the coconut oil is Kerala. I'm from Tamil Nadu. So we don't even have that coconut influence so much.
Okay, so Madhoo, you transformed post-pregnancy weight gain and industry hiatus into opportunities to reinvent yourself. ये आपने कैसे किया?
Post pregnancy वो तो जैसे मैंने कहा कि मैं हमेशा अपने आप को ready रखती हूँ. Elizabeth Gilbert is a fantastic author. उन्होंने एक चीज उन्होंने describe किया था, genius. So she said nobody is a genius. She said I'm not a genius. You're not a genius. She says genius is that little thing, magic that is in the atmosphere, in the universe, and I would say God or whatever, and that decides to sit on you. So today I choose Madhoo or Nawaz or X or Y to come out with that. Suppose A.R. Rahman or Sachin Tendulkar or myself, we are all doing what we do in our profession. My duty is to keep myself ready in that. Train myself, be ready. So when the genius decides to pick you, I am ready. So keeping that as my thing, I always call myself an actor. Not because today I am working. Those 15 years that I took a hiatus and I was not working, if someone asked me what are you, I would say an actor. They'll say what are you doing? I said currently nothing, but I'm an actor. So when I'm an actor, I always get myself ready as an actor. My preparation, my body, my health, my well-being. Suddenly I'll start, I would see a Kajol in a movie or a Tabu in a movie. They're doing a scene. I'll come home and do that scene and see how would I have done that. I would keep that in, like I have been in touch with my art and myself even when I was not exhibiting that or producing that. Yeah. So that's the way, and then suddenly opportunities come and I'm ready to be there.
Fantastic.
I'm always ready in where I want to be and wait, because that is not in my hand. My life has two components like all lives. One is me component and one is the God component. I like to focus on me component and keep myself doing what I have to do.
Do your bit, and then what a great attitude.
And then pray that the God component chooses me and descends on me.
Yeah, and it's worked. It's worked very well.
Yeah.
So if your husband had to describe you in 3 words, what do you think he would say?
He would say loyal, and he would say fighter cock, and I think he'll say sweet.
Those are lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loyal, definitely he'll say. Fighter, which the whole world doesn't see me. Everyone, that's the
But
thing.
at
The
home
way,
it's different.
The way the people at home sees you is actually, it's very easy to be nice to the world.
Yeah.
Because you see them for an hour in a day.
Yeah.
Very difficult to be nice to your own people in the house who wake up and sleep with you.
Yeah.
And it's actually the hardest.
It is. And that's where the real test lies.
And they think I'm short-tempered. My children and my husband think I'm short-tempered and I'm a fighter cock. I'm not proud of it, but they also see me as sweet and loyal.
That's important. That's important. Yeah. Fighting is also important because if you're just such an agreeable person all the while, if you're such a people pleaser, it's a big issue, no?
Yeah.
But we won't get into that whole trajectory right now. So, yeah. So, if you could eat only one dish for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Dahi chawal and dal chawal with ghee.
Quinoa chawal.
Yeah, now I have to make it.
Quinoa
That's
dal.
my comfort food. I'm not well, tair sadam.
Yeah.
On the go, food on the go, tair sadam. Anything, it goes back to my
childhood.
Yeah.
Superb. मधु, आप अपने फ्री टाइम में क्या करते हो?
मैं ह्यूमन बिहेवियर को अंडरस्टैंड करने की कोशिश करती हूँ तो और स्पिरिचुअलिटी आई लाइक टू फिगर आउट व्हाई लाइफ इज लाइक द वे इट इज आई एम लिसनिंग टू ऑल काइंड्स ऑफ गुरुज and I dwell on that, and that's what I do in my free time. I walk and I hear.
That's nice. If you could pick any Bollywood superstar who is not alive any longer to spend an evening with, who would it be and why?
Shammi Kapoor ji, because I've grown up watching his movies in my younger days. All his songs, when the VCRs were new, I would go to my video dukaan and say Shammi Kapoor, Asha Parekh videos, and I've seen all those movies, Teesri Manzil and Jungli and all those with Vaijantimala Prince, Badan Pe Sitar, all that's my thing in life. And I had an opportunity to work with him. I did a film with him called Prem Yog. Rishi ji, Chintu ji and Shami ji were there. And I was so new and so shy that I just had a moment to say, a couple of days to sit with him and say hello to him. But I was not this person who could learn from him, talk with him and tell him all the things that my entire childhood was shaped by his movies.
Wow. Okay, rapid fire round. Favorite weather?
Rainy.
Now, mine too. Comfort food?
Tair sadam is comfort food, but the actual chaat like pani puri is my favorite. I just love pani puri.
To cook or to eat?
Eat.
Best. Active or lazy?
Very active.
Fad diets or healthy living?
Healthy living.
Staying in with the family or heading out to a social event?
With the family.
I thought you'd say both.
Social event I do because but if I get a moment to be with the family, with all of them in one room.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. A host or guest?
Guest.
Kala ya safed?
Kala.
Honesty or discretion?
Discretion.
Pahad ya jungle?
पहाड़. कंफ्यूज हो गई थी, सोचने लगी बिकॉज जंगल भी मुझे अच्छा लगता है लेकिन पहाड़ अच्छा लगता है.
Champagne and strawberries or vada pav and cutting chai?
अरे वड़ा पाव एंड कटिंग चाय बारिश के मौसम में.
Superb. कुत्ता या बिल्ली?
कुत्ता.
मीठा या नमकीन?
दोनों.
मॉडर्न या ट्रेडिशनल?
ट्रेडिशनली मॉडर्न.
अब सब चीज का दोनों हो जाएगा.
नहीं, मैं क्या करूं? Actually traditional more.
Yeah. Being right or being kind?
I was about being right because सही से दूर रहो. But now I think I'm becoming different, so I would do the kind thing.
Your safe space?
My home.
Madhoo, thank you very much. That was fantastic. Learned a lot about you. It was lovely sharing all of that with you. Our audience would have learned a lot as well. Much to think about. So many thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. And I've done many such talks. A lot of people ask me about my movie world, which you did as well. But you really gave me the space to talk my belief system. And I hope I didn't talk too much about it, but I really felt happy sharing what I really feel about life in general. So thank you so much for giving me that space.